Okay, so hello guys. So this is so let me introduce myself first. So my name is Sashank, and I'm going to read this book. This is a very good book if you really want to write clear emails. Nowadays, I know that everybody is using AI, but still, if you just want to grow within yourself and you do not want to realize on any uh, AI tools, so this book is going to be very helpful. Uh, and really, it is a good book. I am not saying that only reading this book can help you, but yes, this is one of the book from where you can get at least get an idea. But yes, for writing from your own, you really need to work hard. You have to read multiple books, not only this one. But yeah, nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. So it's just a start, and let's start with this book. I'm just going to read it for you, and I hope you will definitely like it. And if you want to buy, I have bought this book from Amazon. So if you just write this book name, you can definitely see the book is already listed there, and it's a very pretty nice book. So just I'm just going to read it. I will read a few page, and I will definitely try to complete this book as soon as possible. So these are the contents you can see. Let's start structure sentences. So let's start under this heading. We have 14 pages, 1 to 14. Structure 60 to 24 sentences. This so the journey will be long. So I will try to read from at least 50 to 20 pages, and then we will again start continuing from tomorrow. Okay, so let's start. Start. So let's read some emails. It was a bright and sunny morning at the operations headquarters for the customer support team. The day began like any other. Little did they know that a storm was about to break, and they were right in its path. So from customer to customer support team, subject website launch delay. Team, I am told that yesterday's launch didn't go through. This is disappointing. What happened? Regards, Arvind Joshi. From customer support executive to customer, subject free website launch delay. So subject is very important part. So we really do not need to change it, because if we change, then there will be problem in tracking. So Arvind, so the customer support executive is replying to Arvind. Arvind, thank you for your email. First of all, I would like to say that we are really very sorry for the delay in the launch, but it was beyond our control. The day before yesterday, we were ready for launch, but just yesterday at last minute, there were some unexpected hiccups. So we are working on the new date. The vendor wanted more testing. We told him about the launch date, but he kept insisting on it. So we delayed the launch. We hope to complete the testing in the next 3 days or so. And we immediately appreciate your patience. Thank you. Have a great day. Regards, the customer support team. From customer, again, customer has replied to the that customer support executive to customer support team. Subject is same, website launch delay. What's that supposed to mean? And what do you mean by hope to? This is unacceptable, Arvind Joshi. Now, senior support manager is coming to the picture. He comes to the picture, and now he is replying to the customer. Dear Arvind, I understand your frustration and appreciate your patience. Let me clarify the situation. We delayed the launch because of an issue with the payment gateway. Yesterday evening, the security vendor discovered a vulnerability that would have compromised customer data. I am attaching a detailed report. Rushing to launch would have degraded customer experience, and we know how much you value your customers. We have fixed the problem. The testing has started. The revised launch date is May 15. I will keep you posted with daily updates. I apologize for the delay and assure you that we are working to deliver a superior product. Thank you for your understanding and continued partnership. Since Sincerely, Raj Shah. From customer, dear Raj, thank you for the explanation. I understand the necessity behind the delay and agree with the decision. I look forward to a successful launch. Regard Urban. So this is the conversation between a customer support executive and the customer, and then again senior manager comes to the picture because of the delay in the website launch. So yeah, this is how you can handle if some kind of escalation type of email you are receiving. So this is the way. This is just a small example. This book is all about how you can write clear emails, how you can make your customer client understand what you want to say in short words. So this is related to that. So let me move to the next page. So why write clear emails? So this is the question. So let me read it. The customer support team weathered the storm thanks to Raj's timely interventions. A clear and well written email helped save the day. It diffused the situation and regained the customer's confidence. Good communication is the backbone of every business. In a world where decisions hinge on written exchanges, clear emails can be the difference between success and failure. Save your job. Emails are a constant but rarely acknowledged form of evaluation. Every message you send shapes, shapes how others see you, mostly at a subconscious level. Your manager may not tell you that he hates your email, but the sentiment will eventually reflect in your appraisal. In today's CC culture, where senior leaders are looped in on every other email, your writing shapes their first impression of you. You don't want their impression to be, "What's this moron trying to say?" Save your time. When your message is easy to understand, you avoid endless back and forth and needless calls to clarify what you mean. That means less time is spent on follow ups and more time on actual work. Build credibility. When people constantly understand your emails the first time, they begin to see you as someone who is reliable and capable. They are more likely to act on your inputs, and seek your opinion. Every word you write shapes how others see you. A well written email demonstrates respect, professionalism, and competence, whereas a careless one can come across as rude, unprofessional, uh, or outright incompetent. Establish authority. Whether you are explaining a plan, responding to a concern, or making a request, a well written email gives your message weight and earns you the recognition of your peers. Over time, this reinforces your authority and establishes your brand. Develop a professional edge. Good writing brings clarity, builds confidence, and drives action. Bad writing creates doubt, spreads confusion, and halts progress. In today's competitive workplace, clarity isn't a luxury, it's a professional age. Okay, so let me move to the next page. What is clarity? So, why do we write emails? We write emails so that someone can read them. The purpose of an email is to be read and understood. Understanding is the truest test of an email, and the responsibility rests solely on the writer's shoulder. Clarity is when your reader understands what you wrote, understands it quickly, understands it without effort, does not misunderstand, does not have questions or doubts. Clarity means getting to the point quickly without making the reader work for it. A clear email keeps the reader focused and doesn't let him get distracted. It's a straight line, not a complex maze. Clarity is about getting your message across the first time. Every time, clarity is the difference between being understood and being ignored. Clarity is the difference between being a somebody and a nobody. Clarity is what sets you apart from the crowd. Elements of a clear email. To write a clear email, you must know the answer to these five questions. First, who am I writing to? Second, what do I want them to know? Third, what do I want them to do? Fourth, why is it important? Fifth, when do I want it done? Who am I writing to? The first question. Which of these is a better way of inviting a friend to a party? First, you stand beneath his building and shout out the invitation at the top of your voice. Or, second, you ring his doorbell and tell him personally. You don't need rockstar social skills to know the answer. The same applies to emails. Don't send an email to a team alias with 20 engineers, 2 team leads, and 1 manager and hope that the correct person respond. Put his email ID in the to section of your email. The team alias can go in CC. Start the email by addressing the person you are writing to. Let everyone know who the main recipient of your email is. Start with Dear J and not Dear Team. If you don't know who does what in a particular team, make some inquiries beforehand. At least find out who heads the team and address them in your email and ask them for a point of contact for the topic of your email. What do I want them to know? Imagine you are sending an invitation for a team meeting. Would you rather say, hey, let's meet? Or would you rather tell them, let's meet to take a decision? Or brainstorm or get a status update? You don't want 10 people to gather in the conference room and discuss the new coffee machine, do you? Purpose and clarity are inseparable. You cannot write a clear email without being clear about what you want to say. Start by telling yourself what you want to tell others. A simple trick is to finish this sentence. I want the reader to know that. I want the reader to know that I have submitted the proposal. I want the reader to know that I need her help. I want the reader to know that the customer is angry. If you feel need to go beyond a one line or one point, use a point wise template. I want reader to know the following. The software has crashed. Second, the customer is angry. Third, he demands a resolution in 24 hours. What do I want the reader to do? Rarely do we write an email merely for the sake of informing someone. Hey, I thought of sharing this with you, but you don't need to do anything about it. Most emails are written with the expectation of an action. Make the action explicitly clear. Tell the reader clearly what you want him to do. Don't assume that it is obvious. Spell it out. Get specific. I want the reader to. I want the reader to draft a one-page root cause document. I want the reader to fix bug number HF482. I want the reader to come to the meeting with a 5-slide presentation. Leave no room for doubt about what need to happen and who must do it. If there are multiple actions, list them down using numbers. If different people are supposed to take different actions, then put their names next to each action. Why is it important? A teacher and his disciple were walking through a forest when they came upon a river. The river seemed shallow enough to cross, so they decided to wade through. As they were about to step into the water, the teacher paused. Keep your shoes on as you cross, he advised the disciple. The disciple looked down at his new shoes and decided he didn't want to spoil them. He removed them and walked barefoot into the cool stream, unaware unaware of the sharp stone lurking lurking beneath. With every step, the stones cut through his feet, and he emerged on the other side, feet bleeding and limping. Why didn't you warn me that I would cut my feet? He screamed at his teacher in pain. The teacher's eyes crinkled in a gentle smile, as he replied, because life gives lesson first and explains later. You are sending an email, not giving life lessons. Tell people why you want them to do something. Tell them why it is important. Help them understand the consequences of inaction. Only then will they act upon it. When do I want it done? ASAP stands for as soon as possible, not urgently. If you want it done urgently, say urgently. But that's not enough. How urgent is urgently? 1 day, 1 hour, 1 minute. Give people a clear timeline. Don't expect them to read your mind or understand the urgency of the situation. Vague. Let's talk soon. Clear. Let's talk tomorrow at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Vague. Get it done quickly. Clear. We need to submit it by 12 p.m. Thursday. So please complete it by 3 p.m. Wednesday so that I have time to review. Vague. EODCOB. Clear 6 p.m. today. Confusing. The meeting will happen. Okay, guys. Okay, sorry for the disturbance. Confusing. The meeting will happen next Wednesday. Which Wednesday is that? The coming Wednesday or the one after? The meeting will happen on Wednesday, 12th June. In a global workplace, sometimes even clear may not be enough. You must be precise. Clear but not enough. 5th September, 12 pm. Precise. 5th September, 12 pm IST. Use the elements as a guiding light to create clear and to the point emails. Don't treat them like a rigid checklist because not every email will need every element. Instead, think of them as tools in a toolbox. Use only the one that best fit the task. This book isn't about prescribing a formula, it's about giving you the right tools. The key is to apply your judgment. Writing well is not about ticking boxes. It's about communicating effectively. Let the elements guide you, not blind you. Let's write a clear email. Let's create an email using these 5 elements. We will start by gathering information. You can do it in your head or jot it down somewhere. First, I'm writing to Jas from engineering. Second, I want him to know that A. The checkout page is not loading. B. The client is upset about it. Third, I want him to do the followings. A. Investigate and find the cause of the problem. Submit a one page root cause analysis. C. Tell me when he will fix the issue. 4. This is important because the bug is blocking the website launch, which opens us up to penalties. This needs to happen before 25th March. Now let's convert this information into an email. Take a pen and paper and try doing it by yourself. Then turn the page and compare it with what I have written. So let's move what the author has written. So here is how I have written it to Jess, CC Engineering. Subject launch blocker. Resolution needed. Hi Jess. The checkout page is not working and the client is upset about it. Can you please look into this urgently? I need you to do the following. First, investigate the problem. Second, submit a one page root cause analysis. 3. Commit to a resolution date. This is important because it is blocking the website launch and two penalties. Opens up two penalties. So please complete the requested activities and get back to me by 25th March 5 pm. Regards, Riya. The email you have written doesn't have to match what I have written. What matters is that you have covered all the points that we had listed. But that's the key point, the structure. Now move to the subject. The subject line is the first thing your recipient sees. It can determine whether your email is opened or overlooked. A clear, concise, and direct subject line increase the chances that your email is read promptly. Remember to write the subject line. Nothing feels more foolish than replying to your own email with 8 people and in 2 and 24 in CC and saying, sorry, I had forgotten to put the subject. Let your subject line stand out, but don't make it scream. Avoid subject lines written entirely in uppercase. An occasional important, urgent, or critical prefix is okay, but don't make it a habit. It will stop feeling important. Your recipient will see around 6 words of the subject on a mobile and 8 to 10 on a laptop. If you ignore words like off, to, for, and in, you are left with 3-4 keywords to grab attention with. Choose them carefully. Too long, please submit your timesheet tomorrow without play. To the point, timesheet due tomorrow. Use keywords that stand out. Like Q2 budget, approval needed, Q2 budget. The best subject lines providing just enough information so that the reader doesn't need to dig into the content. Be specific, include date or time wherever applicable. Vague, meeting updated. Specific, ops meeting scheduled to 5 pm. If the email resolves around an action, make the action clear in the subject itself. Unclear action, draft report. Clear action, draft report for review. Make full use of the subject line, but remember to keep it short, concise, and relevant. Salutation and sign off. See the right one. The first line of an email sets the tone for the rest of the message. It is respectful to start the email by addressing the person you are writing to. Omitting the situation can make your message sound curt and make your readers feel invisible. Choose wisely. Choose the right salutation based on company etiquette and your relationship with the recipient. It's okay to say dear, hi, hello, or simply the name. Avoid the casual sounding hey unless you are close friends. And it's acceptable in your work culture. Use professional titles where appropriate, doctor for doctors, and rank for military personnel. When using Mr., Mrs., or Miss, be mindful of the recipient's gender and marriage status. When in doubt, use dear. And on the right note, emails without a sign off can make the reader feel ghosted, as if you vanished mid conversation. When signing off, stick to your company norm. Regards, sincerely, or thank you, they all work well. Skip the temperature setting on your regards. Don't send warm or best regards unless you also send cold or worst regards. Be mindful of present email signatures, keep them neutral. Be sensitive. Ending an email about working late with have a great day can make you sound like a jerk, and wrapping up a stern message with cheers and undermine its seriousness. Long emails. Think again. Write short emails. People often People open an email expecting one or two paragraphs. They don't want a 600-word essay. They will shut their laptop and go for coffee. If your email is longer than 5 paragraphs, think again. Can you shorten it? Are all points related? Even if they are, do they need to be in the same email? If the topic is the same but the message varies by team, break it into different emails. Send a common email to everyone and follow it with targeted emails to specific groups. Check if there are parts of your message that can be sent as an attachment. This keeps your message concise while still making all the details available. Finally, if you must write a long email, spend enough time structuring it. Use paragraphs judiciously. Give enough heading at key places. Highlight or emphasize important text. Long emails are a burden on memory. People forget the beginning and middle by the time they reach the end. So remember to include a brief conclusion with key takeaways. Okay. Paragraphs. Let your readers breathe. A long, unbroken stream of text can leave the reader gasping for breath. Dumping all your thoughts into one big block makes your writing look shabby and disorganized. It comes across as hastily written with little thought behind it. Organize your content into paragraphs, each carrying one chain of thought. If a thought is too big, break it into multiple paragraphs. Keep the paragraph short and evenly sized. Maintain a consistent size, but don't be rigid about it. Make it readable. Paragraph improves the readability of your content. Readability helps people navigate through multiple ideas without getting lost or feeling overwhelmed by their size. The space between two paragraphs gives your readers a chance to pause and absorb what you have written. When creating paragraphs, introduce ideas such that one thought leads to another. Start with the context, follow it up with details, and end it with an action or a conclusion. Don't switch between 2 points. It makes the reader look back and forth. Complete one point before moving to the next. Your emails are often the first impression you make, and they reflect your personality more than you realize. Use paragraphs not just for structure but to show that you are organized in your thinking. A well formatted email doesn't just convey information, it shows thoughtfulness and focus. Make it look good. People appreciate beauty. The human brain is designed to appreciate and trust beauty. Whether it's a smartly dressed person or a neatly organized email, aesthetic matters. They play a crucial role in how people read and respond to your email. A well structured and good looking email feels easier to read and sounds more compelling. A poorly structured email, on the other hand, can come across as rushed or careless, no matter how good the content. B. Consistent. An email cluttered with large blocks of text in different fonts and sizes is a pain to read. Choose medium size and formal looking font. Use minimal colors. Black works most of the time. Remember to format extremely copy pasted text. Numbers and bullet points. A dense block of text slows people down and increase the chance of missing key points. A long explanation like the one below is hard to understand. People may skim through it and miss important points, or worse, ignore it completely. Here is an example. As part of its processing, the software first parses the query, extracts keys from it, then queries the primary database, then the secondary database, then it compares both results, chooses the more recent record, and then returns the record back to the client. Considering using a numbered or a bullet point list, this is how the software processes my query. First, parses the query, extracts keys. Third, queries the primary database. Fourth, queries the secondary database. Fifth, return the more recent record to the client. Numbers, bullets, and headings help the reader navigate your email without having to read it again and again. Use bullets when you are presenting connected ideas, but need each point to stand out. Use numbers to show a sequence or an order or preference. Emphasize but don't shout. Give emphasis and headings wherever necessary. Use bold text for emphasis. Change color to highlight key points. Add headings to separate different sections. Use indentation to show hierarchy, but don't overdo it. If you emphasize everything, nothing will stand out. Double check your spelling. Don't be ashamed of using spell checks. Nothing tanks credibility faster than a misspelled word and misspelling someone's name. That's just insulting. You might as well tell them that they are worthless. Keep related things together. Keep images and related text one below the other. Show an image and then explain it. Don't make the reader open an attachment and then switch between the image and its text. Be careful with images. Images can resize differently across browsers and devices, disrupting the layout. If you use images, first test them by sending the email to a trusted colleague. Value your reader's time when sharing results or analysis. Start with a concise summary that highlights the key conclusion and include the detailed document as an attachment. Don't send an email saying please find attached a 20-page report. Take it seriously. How you present your emails is part of your professional identity. It's subtle signal to others that you take your work seriously and hence are worth listening to. Show your readers that the email matters to you, and so do they. Sentences. So we will read this part sentences later on. Let me go to the content page. This is the first uh, fascia of the book, and then where I need to go, 16, 27. So we have completed the first one. Let me mark it here. I don't know whether this can. So I have multiple pens here. Okay, so we have completed these two. Let me put the date when I have completed it. So today is 10th July, I believe. 10th. Okay, so the next part would be sentences, and then words, beyond words, make your point, make an impact, start writing. Okay, so we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts left. So we will definitely cover it in our next session. And till the time, bye guys, and enjoy reading and keep reading always. It is the key of success. So thanks. We will meet again in the next class. Thank you very much.